Hey guys, Nico here from Vantage Planning, and this is the very next episode of Millennial Money Canada. And this episode, I'm going to share with you guys the 7 things that millennials need to get started on their financial journey. And so this video is for anyone who's just starting off, who's just getting out of school and starting their first full-time job, or if you've been working for a while already and you just haven't taken the time to learn the basics, right? And so the very first thing that you want to have prepared is to make sure you're clear with where you want to go. Right, clear with what goals you have and what financial and personal goals that you want to strive for. Right? Because the whole point of financial planning is for you to get to where you want. And if you're not clear with your financial goals and your personal goals, it's very hard for you to, 1, take action, and 2, to really build a momentum to bring you forward. Right? And so you want to make sure that you're clear, right? Be concrete and be time bound. And what that means is, if you have a goal for a down payment or to start your business, you want to be clear with how long do you want to have before reaching that goal and how much money you're going to need, right? And this will help you take the necessary steps to actually go for it, right? And that'll take me to the second thing that you need to prepare, and that is, where are you right now, right? You want to get clear with how much you're making, how much you're bringing home, how much your expenses are, how much assets, how much liabilities you have, for you to take the next step, right? Because it doesn't matter where you want to go towards. If you're not clear with how much you're bringing in, how much money you can actually use, it's very hard to take the necessary steps, right? I'm going to be shooting another video for you guys, helping you guys set proper goals and how to crush 2019 by setting proper and realistic expectations, right? So the third thing that you want to get prepared is have a spending or budget plan. Right? Just knowing how much you're spending every month is different from how you actually want to spend your money. Right? You want to know how much you want to put towards your long-term savings or your short-term savings or towards your emergency fund, or how much you want to put towards your entertainment or going out. Right? And the fact that you're allocating your money towards each and one of these things will help you get ahead, because you're making every single dollar work as opposed to being surprised every month as to where it actually went. Right? And so the fourth thing, kind of aligned with your spending plan, is make sure you have an emergency fund set up, a rainy day account where you have money set aside in case something unexpected happens. Right? If your car breaks down or if you break your cell phone, you don't really want to dig into your long-term savings or your credit card or your next month's rent. Right? You want to have some money set aside in a savings account to tackle that. And usually it's recommended to have 3 to 6 months of your expenses handy. But if you're just starting off for the first time, starting off with something small like $1,000 is a good first step, right? And once you have that, that's when you can look into, this is for people who have debt. This is number 5. If you have debts, start creating a plan to pay those down, right? And this goes back to the second thing with getting clear with where you are right now. What you want to do is get clear with what are the different debts you have, how much you have on them, what's the different interest rates on them, and how much you can actually put towards them every single month, right? And it doesn't mean you have to put thousands of dollars every month, but you want to be able to be clear with how much you can actually put aside realistically, stretching yourself, but at the same time with an amount that's sustainable, right? And it isn't until you repay your debts, that's when you can start looking into long-term investing, right? And so that's step number 6. You want to be able to put aside money every month, every 2 weeks, into a savings or an investment that can grow for you over time, right? Because the other point of financial planning is to grow your money to do the things that you want to do, or to get the things that you want, right? And investing is one of the ways you do that, right? And this one, it gets a bit more complicated when you have to learn between TFSAs, RSPs, mutual funds, stocks, things like that. But to start you off, what's important is to build the habit of saving every single month, right? Even if you can't save that much, putting aside $25, $50 aside helps those habits that'll help you once you start making more money, right? And during the times when you're paying down the debts, when you're starting to invest, you also have to look at the 7th thing, which is how to protect your wealth, right? For example, if you're paying down your debts right now, what happens if you lose your income, right? If you get sick, if you get disabled, how are you able to pay off your debts, right? And you want to make sure you have proper wealth planning set in place, and having protection for your income and protection for your family. And this is where insurance comes in, right? So you want to make sure you have adequate life insurance, critical illness insurance, and disability insurance. And you want to make sure that you have you get clear what you have with work, because that will help you understand how much you have and how much more extra you need. Right, so these are the first 7 things that you want to take care of when you're starting off your financial journey. And then once you get past these, that's when you can start looking into more complex areas of financial planning, looking deeper into your group benefits, looking into tax planning, looking into more specific investments that can get you higher returns in the long run. Right? Hope this makes sense. But what's most important is that you start doing at least one of these 7 things right now, right? Whether it's this week or this month, you want to start taking baby steps to really start to build momentum and to help you excel in your financial life. And you'll be surprised in a year's time if you take baby steps, if you do one of these things every week, researching on these things, you'll get years ahead in a short amount of time. Right, so hope you found that helpful. I'm going to shoot more videos on each and every one of these topics in more detail. So stick around. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend, and I'll see you in the next episode of Millennial Money Canada. Take care, you guys.